3WHEELING.media race here at the Isle of Man TT 2022. We got plenty of people we want to catch up on here. We can't wait to get the race started. So let's see if we can pin down for an interview and a little chat. Mr. Greg Lambert, how are we doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
Yeah, how's the 30 years been treating you?
Not kindly at the minute. I've had a broken chain and an engine cut in half, so it was a brand new race engine, so I'm sorry to the engine tuner, but that's fate. But we're okay, that's the main thing. We can have another go. But yeah, it's been great. Yeah, it's been good, and looking forward to it, and hope we get a nice, good finish, you know.
Conditions are looking good. There seems to be a little bit of wind out there today.
Yeah, it'll be quite catchy on the mountain, you know, just got to watch out for it. There's like pockets of air that come out through the gaps where you do. You just got to be careful it doesn't hit you too hard, you know. But it is good condition, so as long as everybody gets the races in and come home safe, that's great.
Well, I think you're doing tremendous for your 30th anniversary in those very stylish leathers. Great.
Well, I think it stands out.
Absolutely.
That was the idea, you know, and yeah, that was the idea. It was a treat to me, and I've worked hard to do it, and I think it does look well. Everybody says it looks well, and that was what I wanted to achieve, and obviously to make all the sponsors stand out as well, and everybody's happy with it. So let's just get a nice finish today, and that'll be everybody happy, and roll on next year.
We'll have a great one. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you very much.
3WHEELING.
3WHEELING.
Hello, Frank. So the number 22 outfit. How have you been enjoying the TT 2022?
Yeah, very good. Just the weather was a little bit disappointing. I want to put more laps here on the track. Every lap you learn. It's not so easy to put it complete in the head. But also with the solo bike, my street bike is with me, and I try it on this way to learn more and more every lap. Also the bumps and everything, but it's working. For me it's working, and yeah, I have a very experienced driver.
And you're enjoying it?
And I enjoy it, yeah. I really look out now for the 2 laps. So we will see what happens. The start you know, but the end you never know it. So it's very excited.
And the conditions, the sun is shining for you as well.
Yeah, it's very windy. We will see what happens. Christopher, it's very windy. We will see what happens in the mountain. I think I'm gonna keep myself a little bit on the left side. That we not. Yeah. Gordon is a little bit heavier than me. We will see what happens. Yeah.
Well, I wish you a great one.
I hope so, that we go for a very good result. The last result was good, position 8. But we want to go faster. It's a little bit, also I wanted to give it to Gordon, that we can go maybe over 110. We will see what happens. I can tell it you after the race, that's all.
Yeah, you're in for a good ride there with Shandy, I know.
Yeah. Well, the system is very good working. It's now the 3rd time that I race together with Gordon, and we know each other better and better. I know how his drive, and I hope that he knows how I do my passenger work. But the combination is working, let's go.
I got you, you know. I got you in through here.
Yeah.
I'm with our escort. We're going to go. I'm going out to the start line here, and so I can pass right through here. Got you. All right.
You have a great one.
Oh yeah. We're all ready to go. So the cameras will be switching to my end of it at one point, but we're playing it by ear here. It's all live action. We take it as it comes, right? All right, Haley?
Have a great one.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, yeah, we got to remember this.
Okay.
Frank's good at it. Okay, we'll see you guys. Yeah, wait a second. These ones. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll see you.
So it's just Yeah. Andy and Andy.
Yeah.
How is the TT treating you in your number 28?
It's been really, really good this year. Yeah, new passengers, first time here, hasn't put a foot wrong yet. You can't complain at that. A few little niggles with the bike, but nothing we couldn't sort out, so happy.
And how have you been finding it as the passenger?
I think the only word I can describe is awesome. After the first couple of laps, I didn't actually enjoy it that much. It was a rush. I was glad I'd done it, but as I've learned the circuit, it's just enjoying it more every time I go out. I'll definitely be back next year.
Is it unlike anything else you've experienced?
Definitely.
It's great. The crowds are building as well, and all week they've been building, and it's phenomenal to see a great turnout this year, and everyone's still supporting the event.
Yeah, it is an awesome thing. I mean, the support around the circuit is great. You don't really pay that much attention to it, but you know it's there, and it certainly helps.
You can feel it.
Oh, you can feel it. You can definitely feel it, especially on the last lap. You can definitely feel it. Yeah.
And how is the bike performing? You got a
bike's really good. Yeah. It's not as new as a lot of the stuff we've got here these days, but no, it works for me. I love it. Yeah.
And I have to ask, seeing that the front design, it's slightly different there, the aerodynamics compared to everybody else.
Yeah, Trevor Ryerson built these outfits. He's retired from building them now. He's a ex-TT winner, and that's what he used to do for a living. And that was his design. There are a couple around. Dave Quirk's got one along there, and 37's another one. There's still some of us keeping the flame alive. Yeah, it's
great. Well, I wish you the best luck, guys. Have a great one, okay?
Awesome.
Thanks so much, 3WHEELING. Thank you.
No, my neck's all right. Your legs? No, legs are okay. This winning I feel.
Mr. Michael Russell, the man making history here this year. How are you doing going into this race?
Like I said before, I'm shattered. No, it's all right. I'm eager to get out there. The wind was affecting the 600 a little bit, so I don't know how it's going to affect the sidecars, if I'm honest. So it's all going to be a little bit new. We'll roll round. We'll have hopefully a safe, good finish. A little bit nervous, if I'm honest. We've just got to try and keep the cramp away in my legs. That is the big one. Concentrate on what's coming up next. The good thing is, we've just been out there, we've seen the course conditions, and it's pretty much, it's not going to affect the damp places aren't going to affect the sidecars like they did the solos, but it's the wind that I'm going to be, windy corner was horrendous to get into. Hopefully being a little bit lower on the sidecar, you might not be affected too much, and obviously we've got that little bit more of a sort of plant base on the floor, so we should be okay, but it's a case of rolling around and have a safe, fast ride. I hope everyone has a great ride out there today. The sun's out, and there's fans all over the place, so it's great to see, and senior race day, isn't it? So 2 more to go, and we can hopefully get that sort of challenge. Well, I'm saying it's 9 actually, isn't it? Because effectively it was, we started the first race, which obviously got stopped, so fingers crossed we can say we've got the 9 race starts and hopefully race finishes, but safe run to everyone. Good luck to the 3WHEELING guys out there. They're all amazing people. Got a lot of time for everyone, and they've made time for me, which is great. So I have to say heartfelt thanks for all their support as well. Getting used to sidecar, and they're all interested to see how the challenge is going, which is great, and asking how it's all going. And to be fair, what's that, 6 out of 6 officially, so that's 6, brilliant. I'm over the moon. So 2 more, senior later on the big bike, and then we can hopefully throw some champagne about the awning and enjoy the night. So.
I'll be there catching the champagne with
That's
you.
it. So,
Mr. Michael Russell, doing an incredible job, an absolutely inspirational story. I wish you the best of luck and a great one.
Thank you.
And I will see you at the end of the day for some of the champers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Thanks, everyone.
Right,
Cheers.
take care. Freewheeling.
Rogers.
Attention pilot, that's the third race signal. The third race signal for the start of the 2-lap sidecar race. Your race starts in 15 minutes at 12:30, and can we have bike numbers or outfit numbers 1 to 10 to the start line, please? Outfit numbers 1 to 10 to the start line. Thank you.
The great Miss Vicky Cook, who's with Maria Costello this year racing in the TT. How have you found this insane mountain course?
It's great to be back. Obviously I came here in 17 and didn't get on particularly well, so it's great to be back with Maria. Obviously we've not had as much track time as we'd like, but I think everyone's in the same boat, and sun's shining today and it's looking good, so I can't wait to get going.
And what an experience there you can tap into track-wise, knowledge-wise, course-wise with Maria.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Maria's knowledge around here is unbelievable, really. I'm very fortunate that I've been working with Rick Long as a mentor. He's an 8 times TT winner, and that knowledge has been invaluable for me here. And it just feels really good to be back. There's a really good buzz about it this year, and we're ready to go.
Well, they're excited to see what you ladies do today. Have a great one.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Cheers.
you.
Sidecars 11 to 23, sidecars 11 to 22, all right, thank you.
So, gents, we are due to go back out for race 2. How are we feeling about it, Phil?
Yeah, good. Yeah. It's a bit windy. Conditions are going to be tricky, I think. But yeah, we'll push on and see where we can get.
And Gary, it's been a pretty special TT so far, hasn't it? It's a shame you guys haven't been out as much as you have. It could have been a little bit more. But what a great event it's been, and it's superb to be back, isn't it?
Yeah, it's been. We've been out. We've more or less got out every time, so we didn't go the laps in. We like to try different things, but gone with what we know, and yeah, go from there.
And been having fun on the bike?
Yeah. I'm as far to push it as fun. Been interesting at times, but yeah, it's been entertaining. I must say, yeah, it's been good. Very good. Yeah, it's been good. Been brilliant time.
Attend to start line. Just an update on the course conditions. Obviously, you'll be aware it is breezy out there. There's a strong breeze. The reports from all the solo competitors from the Supersport races that it is still very raceable, so there's no problem there. There are some places all along the bottom which you need to be aware of. Obviously, Crosby Jump, Crocky Woody, going through Red Cullen. Don't get caught out there. Just be careful as you go through those areas, and obviously gateways and open fields. Obviously it'll be gusty through there. But generally, reports from the travelling marshals and the competitors from race 1 is that the course is still in very raceable. No problems with racing conditions at all. But just be aware the open spaces and the high places like Crosby Jump, Crocky Body, the Crocky Body, and around Red Cullen. Thank you. Control out.
Great update.
Yeah.
So, is there a favourite section I want to ask you, Phil? Is there a favourite section that you're enjoying more so than any of the others?
Oh, I like through Glen Ellen and through there and up the back onto the Cronk, because I have quite a bit of work to do, and it's twisty left and right. A lot of the time, as a passenger, you're tucked in and you're not really helping the driver that much, but I like that bit because you have to work a bit harder. But yeah, I do like it through there. And up the mountain's great, wide open, fast, and it's just a bit more flowing.
Fantastic. What about you?
I've always loved Kurt Michael to Bluff because it's just flat, but we had a bit of a moment there practice week, so it's changed my opinion a little bit. A bit careful. Instead of just forgetting about it, I had to remember that. It's all good. The worst bit's Sulby Straight, really cranks your neck and gives you a beating, and Ginger Alter Ramsey's rough, but it always has been, so you deal with that. Apart from that, it's all good, yeah.
Fantastic. Well, listen, gents, have a great one, all right? Enjoy.
Thank you.
3WHEELING. Thank you. Take care.
Start line, 5 minutes.
What's all right? Yeah. Come on. Come in. Come on. You know, this Martin, the lawyer from my mom, Diane. Hello. Hi. How are we? Looking all very smart. Dapper. Hi. Yeah, nice to see you. I see you from here later. Does he have it? What I got this one. like to stay up to date with the live timings, the live stream of the 3WHEELING.media Sidecar Race 2, make sure that you log on to the TT Plus, download the app. If you log on there, you can stay up to date with the live timings, live stream, and then you can come back to us for the interviews post-race. Just a reminder for all our viewers, if you're still sticking with us but would like to watch the live timing or the live stream of the race, make sure that you log onto your TT Plus. You can download the race there and then join us again for the interviews after the race. those of you still tuned in, thank you for staying with us. We are going to play some videos now, some archive footage. But if you do want to watch the live stream or keep up to date with the live timing, make sure you head onto your TT Plus app, and we'll be back with you with interviews after the race.
quite tricky being a two-lap race, you know. I think the gloves were off immediately and you've got to go, and fuel load's a bit different, bike setup's a bit different compared to what it would have been, but fantastic to get 2 wins this week and put us up to 10 altogether. It's fantastic.
After this proper 2 weeks with him, 10 wins, what about that?
It's been a good week, yeah, really good. Been a bit of a mixed bag, hasn't it, with the weather and everything, but it's good to get out on the track today, even if it was just a short 2 laps. But yeah, we're pleased, we're really pleased.
It's hard getting used to it, because obviously we've not had much track time this week. But it's good, I enjoyed it.
Well, the fog has finally cleared, so let's get ready to race.
After a disastrous TT by his standards, 17-time winner and all-time sidecar legend Dave Molyneux is looking for another win today. Some say he will be out for revenge.
And it's the man that everyone's been talking about this week.
Molyneux knows the track better than anybody around here, but how will he get on today?
18. Not only will he want the win, but is more than capable of pushing and taking a new lap record. That distinctive and self-designed red outfit will once again have clear roads ahead of him.
Well, it's kind of an unwritten rule here. When Molly's in that outfit, do not disturb.
17-time winner Dave Molyneux, the most in history. 8-time TT winner Dan Sale.
I bet you wish sometimes Dave wasn't running when you were racing here anyway.
Probably, yeah.
Get ready, 'cause here I come. I'm about to come and get me some. Hot as a smoking gun. So get ready, 'cause here I come. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'm gonna rock you. I'll have you begging for mercy, begging for mercy. I'm dangerous. So dangerous.
The flag drops, Volley and Dan, lap record holders Ben and Tom Birchall. Race 1 winners underway now. And Tim Reeves and Patrick Ferrant. Quickest off the start line.
Now here, bike engines, here's the first man on the road, it's Dave Molyneux. Molyneux and Sale lead Holden and Winkle. Birchall's a third, Reeves and Farron's fourth, the Bell's fifth. Molyneux and Sale now at Balaf Bridge. Nothing between Dave Molyneux and John Holden. So at Balaf Bridge, Holden has managed to take the lead from Dave Molyneux.
10th of a second difference between them and John Holden, by a 10th of a second.
Well, I can assure you that the passenger working hard to keep that back wheel down as they go left, right, and news. But the news from the bungalow, it's Molyneux and Sale, but only by 1.5 seconds from the Birchalls, with John Holden and Andy Winkle just a fraction of a second down in third.
What a race we're having here. Now coming up onto out of Governors and onto Glen Crutchy Road are the leaders, or are they? It's that tight. It's going to have to call it when we look at the screens. Dave Molyneux and Dan Sale will be coming into view. We can see the television helicopter hovering, and here they are, crossing the line now. Molyneux and Sale who lead, but it is a slim margin with the Birchalls screaming along.
Something red comes towards me at high speed. It's Dave Molyneux. The Birchalls go through. They hold the lead here. Their statement of intent from those two right from the very start.
What a race!
So what will it be now? Number 35, I think, is the second of these machines interviewed, but there's three of them absolutely together. 9, 35 and 8, oh dear. He didn't half give him a shove up the back.
It's retirement, 35.
That retirement might be medical more than technical, I would suggest. Yes, obviously putting the hammer down, and you would bet on Dave Molyneux to do that.
The Birchells are on the move.
And here they are at Ramsey Hairpin, and it says number 1. They're in view. They will be in view. And it's Holden and Winkle who should be here next. They appear to be dropping time, but the engine's still revving well. So that is where it all starts to get tense.
And the Birchells. Two teams here, and that is Dave Molyneux and Dan Sales safely through, but just as they cross the line out of the corner of my eye, I can see the Birchells. I think we're going to see something a little bit quicker as Tim Reeves and Patrick Barantz flash by in front of him. Two crews are both here, the Birchells and Molyneux and Sale.
The Birchells have taken the lead from Dave Molyneux.
Sorry about that.
Leader on the road should be Dave Molyneux, but he was being chased down hard by the Birchells. It's not Dave Molyneux, it is the Birchells. The Birchells lead on the road, a disaster maybe for Molly. And not a good sign to see him missing here and being plagued with mechanical problems all week.
Hey, you've done well to hold that.
The Birchells now are out on their own. So Dave Molyneux not made it through to Glen Helen on his final lap, and everybody is going to shuffle up a place. Tim Reeves, Patrick Ferrand safely through here on their final lap.
So he's made a second up on the run.
On the final lap, the Birchells lead John Holden and Andy Winkle. I can hear some engine noise. Tim Reeves and Pat Barons are there in third place. Fourth place for Carl Bennett and Lee Kane. They are 1 minute and 7 seconds down on Reeves and Ferrand, which shows you the pace at the top of the race. Lead John Holden and Tim Reeves and Pat Barons are there. They'll need to start thinking about machine conservation now to try and nurse that bike around.
It can only be Ben and Tom Birchall, I would think, coming towards us here now, outfit number 2, and probably fully aware that they've extended lead now. It was boiling up into a bit of a battle there, but now extended lead by Tom and Ben Birchall.
On to Glencrutchy Road should be our winning sidecar crew. Checkered flag is out. I can hear the machine coming into view, and yet a claim as they cross the line. Ben and Tom Birchall, a fourth TT victory for the Mansfield duo, and warm applause rings out from the grandstand. Yeah, just crossing the line right now, that is Reeves and Ferrantz in third, 18.4 down on Holden and Winkle.
Such a disappointment last Saturday, but they have the lap record and their fourth TT win. Sorry about that, that's Reevesy coming in, just spoiling your moment there. Congratulations.
Well done, mate.
I've got a big stone under my leg. I'm not making excuses, but that's it. It was all right, mate.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Still the fastest on through a speed trap.
You were?
Yeah, all 3 laps fasted through the speed trap.
Yeah, so much.
And the winners of the Shaw Sidecar Race 2, 4th time on the top step, Ben and Tom Birchall.
Here we go.
All right, now the excitement starts. Hi, mates. How you doing? Yeah, good seeing you. Another year gone by, huh? Pretty fast.
You're over there, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. We're right in front of Shore Mobile. We got #1 spot. You know, we have it stalled. Do you know that? Selling the DVDs and that.
I saw the film, last year 2 times.
Oh, good. You can rent it on Vimeo On Demand.
Yeah.
And the average viewer, they watched it 7 to 8 times.
Wow.
It's good that you're doing something with sidecars as well.
Oh,
really.
yeah. I mean, the whole purpose of it is to promote the sport.
Big stage.
And whatever I can do to do it doesn't necessarily have to be the film. It could be something new we can come up with. I don't expect anything back in return, but I'd like to see it help bring in sponsorships for the guys.
You've lifted us up at probably another stage, haven't you, really? And
Yeah, the sport really needs that. We should all work together with all the teams, you know, with 3WHEELING, the brand, and find out what, you know, whatever I can do to help. This sport is a great spectator sport.
Yeah, we're all right. Just tweaked a couple of things and see what it goes like tonight.
And that I know the circuit so good as possible. You never know enough here. You never know enough. But it gives me a very, very good feeling to do this.
Hey, there you are. What about these wheels?
Well, some awesome looking sidecars out here tonight. Be interesting to see how well Molly goes.
Have you seen this before?
I've had me spy over here looking.
Oh, spying on it, huh? The other sidecars, you got to punch down like that behind you when you're going straight. You're going to lay flat down. There's some room to lay down in there, huh?
It'd be interesting to see what they make of it. There's a lot more rubber on the road than they did last time when they laid down. You'd think the problem would be when you laid in, getting up in time. It's very pretty. It does do some beautiful carbon work.
They could be worth more money one of these days as 3WHEELING takes over the world, right? Good luck, guys. Good luck for you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck, mate.
Chris, thanks.
Good, mate.
It's an endurance round here. It's not just about riding, it's reliability.
Good luck, mate. We publicize you guys. You get a few thousand likes on that one. We got well over 1 million fans now on Facebook. We're the 5th largest motorsport page in the world now.
Really?
Yeah. Hello, 3WHEELers, live with 3WHEELING. We're all ready to go. We're back. Yeah, here we are at the grandstand for our viewers from around the world that may be not familiar, haven't seen the setup that we have here at the TT. See if we can meet up with any of the competitors. What did you think? It's the first time you've been out here, right?
Yeah, first time ever on the start line. That's something else. It's like being on another planet.
You guys win. Where's the party going to be?
Your house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see? So he knows the places to go. The numbers will be going down. 41, 36, 22.
Are we about to witness TT history being made again, Cameron? Victory for Ben Birchall will put him alongside Rob Fisher in the list of all-time winners. He's on 9 and poised to make it 10.
Wow, that was a lot of emotion and excitement we had there. Come on, let's go. Yeah, here's one of our great local riders here. One of the very best. You got close.
Couple of fourths, fifth.
Yeah.
So just a year out just to see where I'm going wrong, and I'm going backwards, so I need to go forwards.
How you feel? You ready to go?
Butterflies are there, so always is here. But yeah, we'll go out. The criteria is to qualify, finish, and everything else is a bonus.
What do we say? We take it back to the stall, do a little pan for people that, you know, haven't been here before.
They dropped right off 6.2 seconds. The gap now between the Birchalls and John Holden. And they would go on to take the win with around a minute to spare.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things about our sport, right? All your mates who are in the sport, I bet,
it's
eh?
the camaraderie, you know, this year coming back good, you know, John sort of said, you know, why don't you come back to the TT and have a look, and I have to be honest, it's pretty hard sitting on this side of the fence. I'd much rather be on that side of the fence, but my wife has other ideas, and, you know, family comes first.
Ben and Tom Birchall began the Locate.im Sidecar TT as red-hot favourites looking for a 6th straight win in this event. They set off at number 1, followed by John Holden and Lee Kane, who had set the fastest time in what was a somewhat reduced practice week.
Pit lane now. Hear the solos in the background. Sarah's the really ace lady passenger we have here, right? And this is the first that she wants to be interviewed here. Right? I got my helmet on, right? How do you feel? You feel ready? You excited, are you? Yeah, she's excited. Big crowds out here today. More delays, mist and, you know, not ideal conditions up in the mountains.
You never know how far you can get. You've got to start somewhere, and then things progress over time and go down the route and it goes.
So the rider, yeah. Passenger.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
That's what you're saying. What do you think?
Awesome. Yeah, we can't wait to come back next year.
Again, have a look at this through windy corner. That passenger is pushing as hard as they can, working as a team back down below the bodywork.
Here they come then. History is being made again at the Isle of Man TT. Ben and Tom Birchall. Ben Birchall equals the record of Rob Fisher for most TT wins. He's now on 10. Incredible. Absolutely incredible.
All right, I hope everybody had a good three-wheeling day. For our viewers around the world, Sarah is one of our really star lady passengers in the sport.
Now here we are on board with Maria Costello, and it's worth pointing out this is her first ever Sidecar TT.
Well, it's not more ladies, they're actually showing the interest in it now as well.
And here she is competing alongside Julie Canifer.
Julie's a good friend, a very accomplished sidecar passenger. There's a lot of good ladies coming up, and so we're proud of our ladies. And you know, my nickname for Estelle, I always about the little tiger. Is that all right? You know, if you follow our sport at all, you must have seen Carla's picture. You had to, right?
Hello,
what's happening now? This is like another one, yeah.
This lady, I hold Fiona in very high esteem, and she was always the lady that I wanted to follow. She was.
I'm a lady. I've never been the lady before. I've just been a smelly passenger.
Estelle is one of the best. Very good driving art from Estelle.
Yeah.
And I do my best to follow her.
Yeah, every time we go out together, we learn something new. So yes, we have a good feeling together. That's good.
That was your first go at the TT too, right?
Yeah.
But I remember last year you were with Maria trying out here at the Southern.
We did the 700 last year. We did all right. We finished.
How do you feel when you're watching Carl go around all the time?
Scared and excitement.
Yeah, well, you see, I'm sandwiched in between two of the great lady passengers right now. This is good. I feel like a nice sandwich.
I am really interested in maybe even having a go on the bears.
Oh, good.
And so if anybody would like to train me up on that, I'd be quite interested.
Oh, yeah.
I love my sidecars. My stepdad races at the FSRA.
My dad used to race, so I was brought up for Paddock Baby.
Yeah, she was my stepdad's passenger for a little bit. So
Yeah, I passenger Brian for a couple of meetings. I love it. I'd say if racing's in your blood, it's very much, it's not something that goes away overnight, and I absolutely love being in the paddock with Buzz.
You'll be back here.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not going to get it right off.
I'm not ready to pack up just yet.
And these two, incredible. Maria Costello and Julie Canifer on the climb up through the 26th milestone, approaching the mountain mile. And it's so steep, this climb, the picture doesn't do it justice really. You can see the land down in the bottom there, that's where they've just come up from.
What was the award that you won recently?
The Susan Jenner's Trophy was awarded to me last year when I was racing with Greg by the TT Supporters Club. Thank you very much. I'm really honoured to have been awarded that.
Emmanuel, first time riding with Harry. Trophy, very happy?
Yeah, I'm really happy. It was my first time in the F2 bike on a race. and the first time we married, so really happy. Yeah?
I've lived my dreams as such. I've made it to the MotoGP paddock, which is what I always wanted to do. And
she's made it tough stuff, hasn't put her off.
Oh, these ladies are tough. It's all great to have you ladies talk about our sport, because what they're saying is it's from the source here. It's the truth. We have such a great sport, and it's all the personalities and how close and all the friendships that we have and all the families that are involved, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Day's been really good. We just tried out a different engine today, and the twin, KTM twin, has gone brilliant. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, it's just something totally different. Just felt before I quit racing, whenever that might be, that it was time to introduce something new to the class. The inevitable is coming, which is unfortunate. The 600 four-cylinder engine is ceasing production pretty much with every manufacturer, and it looks like the world is going this direction, you know. And I've thought about it for the last 3 years now and put it into practice 2 years ago. A year ago, the TT organisers accepted it as an acceptable alternative to a 600 to put in to the class, and I just thought, well, just run with it, do the thing. And you know, Dan and I have won a lot of TTs. We're not greedy. It's not about that. It's about class survival, and it's just our bit towards hopefully seeing the introduction of something fresh in that. I'm not on about taking over the bloody world with it or whatever. You know, it's not about. I've had great career out of riding 600s, and it's very sad to see that cease production, but things do last a lifetime, you know, a certain span of time, and we had exactly the same happen to us during the 80s with the TZ750 Yamaha, and we had 10 months notice given to us before the 1990 TT to say that the TZ750 engine was not eligible anymore. So like, there was a lot of investment there and a lot of everything just literally put to bed on us, and we were given 10 months back then to sort something out, and like Sidecar boys do, we did, and it eventually got momentum with the four-cylinder 600 engine, and it's been a great 30 years, you know. But I truly believe it's time, you know, with the state of the way the markets are in the world with bike sales and things, that this is a decent introduction to run alongside the 600, and it's not about setting lap records and winning races, it's just class survival. And yeah, it's great to be competitive and all that, and this is surprisingly really good. I didn't know what to expect when we rode the thing, but it's better than I expected in a way. I say I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't think it would be quite as good as it is. All right, that's what I'm trying to say. But I'm really looking forward to the TT next year. You know, it's put a bit of fire in my belly, and it was, you know, I've been a long time at it, and it's hard to keep enthusiastic about things when, you know, you're just dumping money after money after money to try and keep competitive and stay at the front. And yeah, I just think this is a breath of fresh air for me personally, but I think more so for anybody wanting to start out in the sidecar world or keep riding because they love riding their bike. You know, there's a great alternative here in cost, and yeah, let's keep as many sidecars on the grid as we can. That's what it's all about. Yeah, it's different. It's a different riding technique. We're way down on RPM, so it's got a red line of 10,500, and but it produces decent horsepower in that area, but a lot more torque, which is exactly what a twin does. You know, it almost sounds like an old single, it's very different to ride. So there's a lot of changes I've had to make to how I drive the damn thing, but it's nice. It's sedate but fast. You know, it's got good acceleration, initial acceleration. Then it sort of starts to level out, and maybe it does lose a little tiny bit right at the very end, but it's marginal. And you know, we're going to go and test this thing on a long airfield and just see what ultimate top speed we can get out of it. But it does have a lot of torque, so it's helping it sustain that top speed. You know, KTM, they're a great company in that they like to produce things that are, as it says on fair and ready to race. I don't think this is a very tunable engine. I think when you take one apart and look what they've done, there's a lot been adopted from their MotoGP and their enduro machines, which are bulletproof. You know, there's so many good points about it, and the sump system. This engine is literally taken straight out of the road bike and plonked straight in the sidecar chassis. There's no internal components changed, no sump changes, nothing. We've put a set of race plugs in this engine and to get on track, and it's really, really good that there's something there that we can use to that extent. You know, it's for me, the days of porting cylinder heads, high compression pistons, different conrods, that's out the door. I don't want that personally. I don't like it. It's very taxing on the brain and the pocket, but look, it's just an alternative. That's all it is. And win or lose, I feel like I'm enjoying riding my bike more than I have done in donkey's years, and I just can't wait to ride the TT on it. I think it's going to have its plus points, and it's obviously its other side. You know, there's going to be fors and against, and that's great about sidecar racing. You know, you take this thing right back to the 60s, 70s and 80s, there was so much variety and difference in engines that made the class seriously interesting, and why not? You know, different sounds, like the Triumph Triple has a great sound about it. The four-cylinder Japanese engines do, but this has a distinct note as well, and I think a lot of people are looking forward to hearing that go down Bray Hill as much as anything.
It's good to get back out on the bike. You know, it's good to get out for a spin around Dave anyway. Nice hot sunny day up here. There wouldn't be the most bikes on the track at all, but you know, it's getting out there, it's supporting this place, and it's giving us some miles on this thing as well. You know, it's totally different, this thing, so the more miles we get on it, the better we are. The new engine, yeah, the new engine's good. I really like it. The whole thing in the first place, when Dave come about saying, you know, we fancy getting this thing going, it's something new, it's something totally different. Like jumping back on the 600, I think we've probably ran most of the models of 600, and we've exhausted every sort of avenue, you know, in my eyes. So to jump on this, it's something radically different. It's interesting as well. It's every time we go out, and it's its own little goal. So yeah, it's good. Yeah, fitness side of things, it's I don't think I'm ever going to be fully fit to the extent I was, but you sort of just get on with things, you know. There's always a hurdle in the way, and you just sort of get on with it. So yeah, I'll get there. It's just adapt and get on with it. Hoping we get a good run at this thing at the TT and see if we can get on. I'd like to have a real good crack on this thing, and I hope it gets in, you know, and they open the rules up a little bit better with short circuits and stuff like that, because we're quite limited at the minute. We can run it at club races and we can run it at Derby here, and in TT. So if they open it up a little bit and let us in to other spots and sort of adapt it a little bit, yeah, I'll be up for that. Jumping in with Molly, there is no better sort of combination, to be fair, in my eyes. We just sort of, we get on with it, we both know what we're at, and just sort of flow. You know, it's easy, it's like we both sort of know what each other sort of thinking, that sort of way, and we just sort of bat off each other quite well. It's been with quite a lot of drivers, as you know, and yeah, it works well.
Oh, great. He's, what can I say? You know, he's been round and and has so much experience to bring to it as well. You know, between the two of us, we're clocking like 25 TT wins. You know, that I just said we're not greedy. We're not out there to set the track alight or anything with this bike. It's just to put our knowledge and experience into this thing and hopefully expand the track again, get more bikes on the grid. It would be great if the World and BSB teams would take a look at this and maybe introduce it just like they're having to in World Supersport and BSB Supersport. They're all having to make changes just to accommodate and get a decent grid. Yeah, of course, we've got another win in us, there's no question of that. Who knows if the bike has, I don't know, but I feel good about me riding. Dan's passenger as good as he was when he was bloody 21, you know. There's nothing changed there. We just have a lot of experience between us, and yeah, I've got a good feeling about this bike. It's extremely strong in areas that really will be very, very good on the TT course. You know, from Ballacrane right through to, I can honestly say, like going up all the way up the mountain, I can't see it having any downsides. And you know, the bodywork itself is so much smaller and compact. You know, it's 4 inches lower, the bodywork, and I'm managing to get in behind it. It's got to lend itself to helping the top speed come. So I'd recommend it seriously to anybody who wants to just try something different, or yeah, just even starting out. This is going to be a cheaper alternative, there's no question about that. And we run on a tight budget, just same as a lot of the lads, you know. We got great support from the local guys, but they're all just working guys like us, and yeah, there's no frills with this lot here. It's just what you see is what you get, and we're just having a real good laugh riding this. It's really good fun.
I'm itching to get back out on the mountain, and you know, it's a passion of mine sort of thing, so I am itching to get back out. Everybody says I'm mad, obviously, because of the injuries and stuff I had in the past, but yeah, we've all got to be mad at something, haven't we?
Thank you.
to 2 miles per hour on the second lap. This is made by the third girls.
He's flat out all the time.
I don't think he ever is happy. When he's in the zone, don't get in.
I thought you were. Why is he got Kawasaki on his leathers?
He just changed it because it's too tight.
shark bite. He went swimming in the sea.
Yeah. 23 seconds cover the top 4 of the grandstand.
I couldn't see it. It's like Dad's army,
He's got 2 obstacles in his way anyway.
Yeah.
We got none.
This is where he fell off and laid on the floor, cried like a girl.
Happy enough? Not really. It's not really happy.
It's only because there was a nice nurse stood there, that's why he wanted to stop there.
I was at the top of the shoulders.
Came out of Griever Bridge, he started to go and it just like dropped off. I thought he was going to seize up. Lock right around that pipe, quickly. Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't think it's around the pipe. Put some lock right.
Don't be showing him. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Boy, that fell off twice, though. No, it didn't, did it? And you had to try and push it off.
Keep calm, keep calm.
You've got your neck on the line. You are on the limit everywhere.
I just thought, it's in my way.
You like this tonight?
Probably there was some air in the system. What can we do with it? Stitch it up. Quick, we need to get him to my mum and get her to stitch him up.
I was never ever on the side, and I wouldn't go on the side. Going around here with 140, 150 miles per hour, just hanging on 2 handles, it is a bit nuts.
Honestly, I was pissed off because it had wasted the night.
He knows that machine is capable of winning.
Got him on his bloody sight.
That's a TT.
It's hard to come to the Isle of Man and not be enthused at some point by the TT.
When I speak to people about living in the Isle of Man, the one thing that resonates with everybody is the TT.
It's good for the sport because not a lot of people know about sidecars.
This is a massive promotion for the sport.
Sidecar racing just doesn't get as much exposure.
This is an area of the TT that I didn't really know so much about.
It's good to see the sidecars getting a bit more recognition and showing the nitty-gritty of what goes on.
They're becoming more in the scene.
I love the fact that it's putting the sidecar racing out there.
I woke up one morning back in May 2014, said I wanted to do a movie. And that movie was going to be about the guys I know in a crazy sport called sidecar racing. I think because it's character driven and it's all the raw emotion and the danger that a wide audience will like it. The end result was better than I expected it to be.
Oh my gosh, it was incredible.
The film was amazing.
It was good, it was really good.
It was brilliant, really good.
I thought it was brilliant.
It was so engaging.
Really good film.
Even better than I expected.
Fantastic movie.
I've enjoyed it tremendously.
It's amazing. It touched my heart a little bit, to be honest.
Dare I say, it gave me a tingle in my loins.
It was real life rather than being staged, you know, so I thought it was really good. I hope a lot of people enjoy it, you know, and seeing more to the background of what goes on.
You wouldn't see that normally come to the TT, so it's nice that the fans get to see that.
A side that I've never seen before.
Taking it away from what people actually see at the TT to the more real life part of it.
The sadness, the joy,
the highs to the lows, to the massive lows.
Whether you're winning or losing, it just showed every single emotion.
It was raw, and it wasn't just through rose-tinted glasses.
It brings it really back to reality.
Lovely insight to what goes on, and these guys must be nuts.
It's getting up close and personal to the people that you perhaps wouldn't have the opportunity to speak to.
The drivers, you see how they interact with each other.
It's all natural, off the cuff. There's nothing premeditated about it. It's all as it happened, and that was how it was. It's a true TT.
At the heat of the moment stuff, and that's what made it.
I've enjoyed every second of it.
To see the sidecars now being total centre of attention, it's what we needed.
A real good insight of what it's all about.
I would highly recommend it to anyone. It's a film for everyone. It really is a great movie.
You know, we had the Guy Martin movie a couple of years ago, and now to have this is going to be as well known.
Definitely go and watch it. You will be a fan of the sidecars after watching it.
There's not a dull moment of the film. You just left wanting more.
As soon as I heard that first sidecar, the noise of it, it gave me goosebumps and it gave me so much energy. I'm ready again for TT this year.
I
was amazed that Dave Molyneux does his own bodywork and he does his own welding of the chassis, the frame. I thought that was unbelievable.
It captured personalities.
You've got two totally different opposite ends of the scale. I mean, you've got Molly in there, and he just doesn't like any sort of public interaction really. And you got Tim Reeves that likes to put his makeup on first thing in the morning and get himself in there. So no, I think it's got something for everybody.
One of my favourite scenes was when the sidecars were racing, and there was a lovely old lady that was, you know, an older lady in a garden, and she just literally captured the moment going. But also the emotional side of it too. I think it was brilliantly managed.
The guys were taking off in the first race, and they actually were saying goodbye to their families, saying goodbye to their wives, and just that emotion.
Intense in the film when it went on about the storyline, how intense it can be. Dan Sale, you see his partner kiss him sort of good luck before he starts the race. That really hit me.
And when the guys put their helmets on, the sound was muffled, and you started to hear the heartbeat. And
in fact, talking about it now, I've got goosebumps. It was absolutely incredible, and the music was amazing.
You could just feel the tension. Yeah, it was thrilling. It's not just about the motorbikes, it's about the vibe and the feel and how everybody is on the island. So you don't even need to be into bikes, but you can't help but be affected, and it's infectious, the feel that's here for TT Week.
The aerial views of the Isle of Man, it was just, you know, I think it's worth watching the film just for that.
Yeah, because all the camera crews they were in the background, you know, no one really knew we were being recorded.
To be honest, apart from the interviews that we did, I never even noticed the cameras. It's like you're that focused on the job at hand when you're at the TT, you don't really notice them.
I had mixed feelings really before I went into it. I didn't really know how I was going to, you know, with it being like sort of fly on the wall thing and seeing what we do, but no, it was good. It gets the heart racing a little bit, going back through what we went through, but no, I really enjoyed it.
When you see yourself in video, like you sound different, and you sort of, and you think, oh, I wish I didn't do that or didn't do that, but that was the good thing about it. Everything, like I said, it was all natural, and nothing was staged, because half the time we didn't know we were being filmed.
Apart from the interviews that you do when you're asking questions, everything's dead natural, because it's all the photographers, and the sound is all behind the scenes. It's all as it happened, and that was how it was.
A lot of times people didn't know we were mic'd up, and it really showed in the film. So it was really good.
I hope a lot of people enjoy it, you know, and seeing more to the background of what goes on, you know, and it's not just all glam and all pretty lights and pretty bikes on the track. It's a lot behind the scenes, and I hope more people see it and get the same gist of things.
I mean, obviously, I like people to go see the film. I think it's a great film. I was really impressed with how the producers stitched it all together and how everything came across. So I think Chris has done a fantastic job trying to promote the sport, and it's what the sport needs. I mean, I hope that future people coming into the sport will get a good insight about what it's all about, especially at the TT, and I hope that it brings new people on board, like new sponsors and people that back the sport, and open up new doors and opportunities to the sidecar teams.
I always liked the sidecars. When I came across to the Isle of Man, when I moved here actually, I saw the first sidecar and I said, that's cool. Little machines, I didn't know quite what they were, you know, but they were fantastic. Every TT I'd go and watch the sidecars, every TT. And with time, I got more and more interested in the sidecars, learned a bit about the history of the sidecars, got familiar with the stars of the sidecars. Then getting on to about 10 years ago, my builder here at Kroger, Andy Farraker, asked if I wanted to come and meet Claffey, because he has a big hospitality suite at the TT, and I said, oh wow, that sounds cool. So I went ahead and we became good friends, Klaus and myself, as well as Andy. So then we got the trio. So it's an interesting trio there once you've seen the movie, because we have the two managers, Claffey and we have Andy. We're the ones that made it work, really. You know, people that are familiar with the sport, they love it. It's a big family. But not many people know about it, really, at the end of the day, on a worldwide basis. So being a business guy, I said, you know, this sport needs to be really promoted. You know, it's not, let's tell the world. Well, how do we do that, Chris? They asked me. And I said, well, I got an idea. We're going to do a movie. I said, this movie is going to do what Pumping Iron did for bodybuilding and the fitness industry. That's what we're going to do. That was a great documentary film. It really did things for the sport of bodybuilding. So yeah, that was the inspiration. My first discussions were with Claffey and with Andy. Then we go, okay, that's fine. Let's see if it can be done from a practical standpoint. I had some connections with the local film scene because there had been a few short films and amateur films made on my grounds here at Kroger. So I had some connections with that. Of course, there was a lot of red tape that had to be gone through, a lot of issues, about the intellectual property rights, copyright issues, accessibility, in restricted areas, TT course, etc. We need to talk to the government people, and they were very supportive, and so they say, yeah, let's go ahead. So we had to get the lawyers working on all the paperwork, and then we started shooting 2016 TT. The film is very special because it's upfront and personal and close with the guys. It's really about the guys that I hang out with, and it's so natural for that reason. So the guys were mic'd up, and the guys, that were racing didn't even know they were being filmed most of the time. I mean, they attest to that. So this is what it is. It's it's natural, it's raw, and I don't think, to be honest, that an outside commercial production company could have produced a film quite like what we have here because of that closeness that we have with the guys. The biggest challenge is actually getting the film done. The production end of it, the actual, on the grounds. It was really pretty wild and crazy because Molly had made the deal with Claffey, and that was supposed to be the dream team. And here I am, friends with both. And then, just as we start really getting into the filming heavy, there's a fallout between the two of them, and we catch that. So that was a fine line to walk. I'm going, will they just say, shut down the cameras now? We don't want any more filming? So yeah, but both of the guys were really ace, and we carried on anyways. But we didn't want that to happen. Nobody did. I'm sponsoring Molly, right? I'm great friends with Claffey, but he split off of Molly, so I stayed sponsoring Molly during the races. And he was having issues, okay, and Molly is a perfectionist. And so Molly wouldn't even talk to the camera. And we just let it be. We didn't try to force him. We need to get the film done, but there it is for all to see. It's raw, it's exactly what happened, when it happened, and the guys are great. I mean, their personalities, and that makes the film. We had a great crew of young people. I was grandpa, in the whole thing, but we learned a lot. Not only did we put our own production team together and then actually shot the film, working at a pretty tight schedule to actually say that we're going to do is to have this film premiered a year later. That's a lot of work. And then we're doing the distribution as well. From beginning to end, we're doing the whole thing. A lot of hard work, but great fun. So it's been go-go for the last 4 years to actually put it together, to where we are now. And we've already had over 70 screenings on the Isle of Man. A very great response to the film. We've had a Munich premiere in 2017 that went off very well too. The actual movie, is to popularize the sport, 3-wheeling, by the sport, for the sport. We're building a brand here. So it's not just this movie and that's the end of it. Hopefully, and right now it looks really good. There's a lot of promise. The support that we have from the sport has been phenomenal. It really is. It's not just the top stars that we cover in our film. My intention was to visit everyone in their own paddocks and had a nice chat with them. And so, it's family. They're all behind it. The objective would be to have a sequel and then no telling what may happen beyond that. We're going to have to leave it to the actual people in the sport to actually start picking it up now. We've done it. I'm publicizing it. That's what I do for a living. I'm a businessman and a promoter. I've done that. Now it's for you guys, to pick up the mantle. Again, this is a brand, and our social media sites are there, right? It's to promote the film, but it's more than that. It's to promote the sport. We've campaigned with our Facebook. We're constantly, building our page and making it interesting, you know, with great interviews and videos. We're building it from there. So even if one's seen the film, we want them to still keep coming back to the page because we're gonna have more, you know, good things for them to watch. We got them hooked now on the sport, so they're gonna want to come back to the page. We're different than anything else. In motorsports, they know the 2 wheels and they know the 4 wheels. But what about these wheels? They didn't have that. That's our logo now, right? We're going to tell them about the 3 wheels, 3-wheeling. And we're going to do a movie. And we're going to send it around the world. We're going to let everybody know what a great sport we have.
Herzlich willkommen in München. Heute freue ich mich riesig, dass ich die Deutschlandpremiere von 3WHEELING hier in den Rio Filmpalast holen könnte. Gleich geht's los. Wir sind knapp 100 Leute, die uns riesig darauf freuen, den Film zu sehen. Das erste Mal, dass er außerhalb der Isle of Man in einem Kino läuft und ich kann es gar nicht abwarten. Viel Spaß!
Welcome, greetings to everyone. And let's get started now. Everybody, come on. This is it. Here, everyone, hey, get the arms up. There we go. We're going to get it going now. All right.
Ich habe mich wahnsinnig drauf gefreut. Das ist eine Geschichte gewesen, wo ich die Tage gezählt habe, bis es endlich losging. War tierisch gespannt. Ich habe den Film ja vorher auch nicht gesehen und war total begeistert. Also vom Set her, vom Plot her, die Musik, das war einfach ein geniales Teil.
Der Eindruck perfekt. Ich liebe es. Es ist einfach, ich komme ja nicht vom Motorsport, ja, und auch privat, aber es ist für mich einfach ein Erlebnis, das mitbekommen zu dürfen.
Ohne Worte.
Klasse, ich bin total begeistert. Also ich habe es bedauert, dass ich es während der TT nicht geschafft habe, ihn zu sehen. Aber ich bin immer begeistert, dass ich ihn jetzt gesehen habe. Das ist der Hammer. Also ich habe mich 1,5 Stunden so gefühlt, als wäre ich mittendrin. Als wäre ich direkt jetzt dort. Also genau so, wie ich es dort live erlebe, habe ich es jetzt hier im Kino erlebt. Hammer.
Ja, das ist natürlich schon ein gutes Gefühl und ich bin auch stolz drauf. Es hat jedem super gefallen und jeder ist begeistert. Immer wenn ich die Augen zumache, sehe ich diese Situation, wo die zu dritt, 4 hintereinander mit dem Gespann unterwegs sind. Richtung Service Track müsste es gewesen sein. Und quasi die Kamera aus dem Boot raus. Also wenn man den Schneemax noch gesehen hat, wie der geturnt hat, da kommt so richtig dieses Seitenbahngefühl rüber und ich kriege jetzt noch Gänsehaut. Wenn man die Bilder im Film sieht, dann fällt es schon schwer und man denkt dann schon wieder eine Sekunde nach, ob soll man es in da mal probieren.
Ja, aber dann wäre ich der Fahrer.
Wow, was für ein großartiger Film. Ich habe jede Sekunde genossen. Es war einfach perfekt, das Zusammenspiel, die Bilder auf der großen Wand zu sehen, der Sound dazu, die Musik dazu. Einfach perfekt inszeniert. Hut ab to Barmanx Productions für einen großartigen Film. Da hat sich alle Mühe gelohnt, jede Sekunde, die man im Vorfeld reingesteckt hat, um das hier auf die Beine zu stellen, jede Sekunde, die man mitgefiebert hat, kriegen wir das Haus voll genug. Großartig. Ich bin super glücklich. Wir hatten einen wunderschönen Nachmittag hier im Rio Filmpalast. Jeder ist mit einem breiten Grinsen und einem freudigen Gesicht raus. Und dann hat sich einfach alle Mühe gelohnt. Vielen Dank an Barmanx Productions, vielen Dank an das Kino, an alle, die gekommen sind. Wir machen das wieder.
Den Film müsst ihr euch geben.
We're here for the 3WHEELING premiere in Austria.
There's going to be 2 showings of the film. 520 seats have been sold. They've been sold out for weeks now.
The atmosphere is pure and can't wait to see the movie.
We came here just to see the premiere because we are also involved in sidecar racing.
We've had 2 premieres before this, but this one here is a few times bigger. Our local hero, Klaus Klaffenbach. He's here, also one of the stars in the film, Andy Farragher, and Adolf, Annie, that raced with Claffy. He came all the way up from Switzerland.
We've got Lee Johnson, famous TT solo rider. We've got locals here. We've got Austrian rider Julian, drummer.
Of course, Willie Connie, but he's here, badges and all. It's just the excitement of the sidecars. There's never been a film like this. It's so close and personal with the guys. There's been no expense spared in making it. So it is a high-class cinematic film.
You can really feel all the emotions from the disappointments and also the great success afterwards. It's just really good to see everything.
Chris, somehow he found out how to get the complete full atmosphere of this perfect race.
It's really a good documentation and brings across the whole emotions of the TT and all the ups and downs you can have in those 2 weeks.
To see the onboard videos, it's really good to see how the suspension works and the engines. This is just crazy.
You can recall the emotions you have there. So I really get sweating hands, really get upbeat my heart, and for all the spectators who were not there, could get really good across those feelings.
Everyone came out, it was a wow because they loved the film.
For me, it's just special, just perfect and pure racing.
I've really enjoyed it.
It's a must-see.
A great experience.
Fantastic. You couldn't ask for more.
Chris Beaumont paid out of his own pocket. He's done a fantastic job and he's trying to help our sport get recognised better, and I admire him for that.
Right now we've got great momentum. We have lots of other platforms that we use primarily on social media to get the word out about our great sport, and we have great ground support from the sport itself. We have fans out as far as the South Pacific.
This is massive, how popular sidecar racing is in Europe, Austria, Germany, even Czechia. It's big.
And it was a great event. It was a real pleasure to be here with more than 500 people, and it was great. Absolutely great.
Hi, three-wheelers around the world. We got a great show for you today. We have Michael Russell. Michael, I call him Superman because he's going to take a run at being the first rider in TT history to do every class in 1 year. And so he's going to go ahead and tell you all about it. In any case, this guy's got one heck of a history here in racing. Solo bikes. You've done the Manx Grand Prix, right?
Yeah.
In various classes. You've done the Classic TT. And you've done the TT.
The TT.
And now, the first time that sidecar.
And now three-wheeling, that's
Right,
it.
yeah.
No, it's the Isle of Man's got a very special place in my heart, I have to say. And it ruined my racing career in the same breath. Because when we started off racing two wheels, my aspirations were going to be, I want to be the next, Shaky Byrne or whatever in superbikes. And a friend of mine said, enter the Manx Grand Prix, do the Manx Grand Prix. And I'd watched the onboards, I'd seen the TT, and I was like, no way am I going to be doing the TT course. It's just phenomenally stupid that anyone would want to do that. I landed back in the UK, bought a bike, came over to the Isle of Man, never been to the place before, and rocked up for the Manx Grand Prix in 2007 as a newcomer. Ever since we turned a wheel at the TT course, I don't want to do anything else but race the TT course, race the Isle of Man. At the Southern 100, as a newcomer, we followed John Holden round. And John and Lee were leading us out as a newcomer. Because it was so slow though, you hit every bump and the bike, the outfit, you sort of, the bars were just, and it was jumping to a curb or jumping on the other side, not where I was going or expecting it to go. And Tom, thankfully, sort of said, we need to just go and do the newcomers practice session now, build a speed up and slowly just see how it goes. Had we not done that practice session afterwards, or had it been just as bad as that out lap, that newcomers lap, I genuinely think I wouldn't have done the three-wheeling off-roading, because it's such a different outfit to a two wheels. Two wheels, you feel the bumps and everything, but the sidecar tracks, it tracks the sort of angle of the road even, so it's so different.
Being such an experienced solo guy, how is the thrill different? That must be where it's at.
You've just summed it up, Chris. It is a thrill. Don't get me wrong, I love racing two wheels, certainly around the TT course, absolutely love it. But every time you get onto that sidecar, for me, the grin factor is beyond anything on two wheels. The only way I can describe it is you race a two-wheel motorcycle, you're sort of on the bike, you're in control of it and everything else.
Yeah.
The sidecar, you're in it, it's like a little, you bobsleigh around you, you're enclosed in it, you're so low to the ground. The sense of speed is phenomenal, and it is just an amazing feeling. I absolutely love it. You're dependent on another person to succeed. The input that passenger has into the outfit is critical, isn't it? If they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, or they're moving too fast, too slow, whatever, it will upset that outfit. So it's down to those two working together, the feel between them in the bike, the bars as the driver, and then obviously the passenger. You look at it and you go, that's not two wheels. You cannot do that in two-wheel racing. It's yes, you move your body weight and everything else, and yes, it's a thrill. The front wheel picks up and everything else. But working as a pair, we're flying into these corners at stupid rates of speed, and the bike just sticks. It just does what you need it to do, and you can sort of get that feel in the bars. I really enjoy it. I mean, thrill factor. You can take the quote. This it is 10 times. Any solo rider that gets. If you like go-karting, you're going to love sidecarring. It's go-karting on speed. It is as simple as that.
You got to give me the fingers. Okay, guys. 3WHEELING. By the sport, for the sport. Hi, three-wheelers, wherever you are. Welcome back to Three Wheels Matter, Up to Speed. These are two brothers here, Ben and Jim. And then we have Mom to my right here. And then we have Dickie. Now, Dickie Gale, he's the patriarch of the whole thing here, right? Right? He's the one that's the brains of the outfit. I
wouldn't go that far.
Probably you got them involved when they were little chaps, weren't you? Didn't you?
They were raised in the race paddocks around Europe and England and TT and Southern 100.
It's all in the family here, right?
Yeah, well, I've always been bike mad. My Uncle David used to race solos in the TT. I was never really interested in racing on two wheels. The sidecars always were the thing that attracted me.
We would always be helping with the bike and stuff when we could, cleaning the fairing after they've come in when it's covered in flies, or when we were older helping mechanically as well with stuff like that.
Nearly killing Dad by polishing the back of the driver's seat.
And
TT wig.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
First, Ben decided to polish the bike first. No problem, you crack on, get on with it. He put such a high shine on the driver's seat, the back part. Came into quarter bridge on the first lap, and the driver hit the brakes, and I slid straight up his back and headbutted him on the back of his crash. couldn't hold myself in because it was so shiny. So they got banned from polishing that bit after that.
Whoa, Jim, you're the older one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wanted to get on the handles? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
you grabbed. You got position first. Is that what it was?
Yeah. When they were kids, all Jim wanted to be was a passenger.
Yeah.
He was always jumping in the sidecar with my drivers to go up
he
and
must
down
have
the
fun
paddock and things like that.
Wow.
And then lo and behold, he comes up to us one day and he says, "I've bought a sidecar, and I'm going to drive."
One of the words we got off Slick, who does quite a lot of tuning and stuff for Molly, was never take that bike out in the rain. Because the electrics on it are that bad, you would light up like a Christmas tree going down the back straight.
Yeah. The plans for this season are start working on building that speed a bit more, do some racing across in England, get some new circuits in just to get more experience under our belts.
Yeah.
About getting the laps in.
Yeah.
Time on the
Getting the
bike.
track days, isn't it? You
Yeah.
know, we can get out there. You gonna
That's
go
the-
for Southern first?
Yeah, that's the first stop.
At least we know if we're going to break down, we can break down at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a cup of tea. It's one thing we love about the sidecars. It was always the thing when we were growing up. It was never the sidecar paddock. It was always kind of referred to as the sidecar family.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you grow up with everyone, you travel to the same places as everyone else. So
Yeah.
Ian would get us to do dastardly things in the paddocks.
Yes.
When we were growing up.
Yeah, when we were very young.
Yeah. He used to take Ben and Jim around, and he'd get them to wee in the Neela train off the drivers he didn't like.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Joking.
Under cover of darkness.
If you want to follow us on our social medias, we're Team BSR Sidecar on Facebook and Twitter.
And please subscribe and like to 3WHEELING.
Oh, yeah. Well, I like that. I like it. Rather than me having to say it all the time.
2 wheels are good. 3 wheeling's better.
Oh, yeah. All right, guys. So, any more words of wisdom?
Don't know if there's much wisdom yet. More blind stupidity at this point, but
Okay, guys. Take care, and we'll see you again. Three Wheels Matter. We have Harry Payne right here, and he's our driver. And we have Mark Wilkes next to him. He's the passenger. And we're going to have a great show. There's a lot going on here because these guys had one heck of a season. Go ahead now, Harry, and tell us about how things went in Portugal.
Yeah, well, it was certainly not expected this soon into my driving career, if you like. But yeah, we went down there as a wild card and we scooped a win, so it was pretty good, wasn't it?
On a bike that wasn't ours, and we'd ridden once, and so he rode amazingly. So yeah, it was good, and in conditions that were
scary.
Yeah. I've never ridden in wet conditions like that before. That was mental. You needed a boat for most corners.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, I tell you what, I get excited. I was excited hearing about the news coming in.
Basically come about because we went to Archival, didn't we, just for a look, just for a watch and mingle with some people and just enjoy the racing, if you like. And Rolf was there, Rolf Steinhausen, with his bike, and the rider that he had on it, they had a bit of a disagreement, and it ended up he went home, the bike was there, and he said, do you want to ride it? So we did 10 laps. The brake pedal and the gear lever were the wrong way around, so that was really strange to get used to. But yeah, we had like 10 laps in the dry, and that was it. And we decided to do the last world round on it. He offered us if we wanted to do that,
Wow.
and we did. So
That's
pretty crazy how it all happens, isn't it? Just off the bat.
The start of the F2 season across in the UK here. Everybody was expecting you guys to do good, and you're going to talk about it because you did really good, of course. But you had a mishap right in the very beginning, right?
Yeah, not the best start to the season. Right? Yeah, not the best start to the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, unfortunately we had a upside down at Brands. Shortly after practice, and it involved me going to hospital for a few days. Had a bit of surgery on my hand, but yeah, it's fully working now. We come back stronger and harder. Yeah, it wasn't an ideal start to the season, and it really put us on the back foot, and we could have done without it, but that's racing.
It was out of our hands completely. It was a mechanical failure, you see, so it just something that happens. Part of the racing.
Wasn't driver error, wasn't passenger error.
No, that's just one of them things,
unfortunately.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
we were practicing with that. You can do that, can you?
Well, I can do that. I can do that all right with my left. I'm not so good with the right. That's been a scratching thing with that one.
So the diagnosis on your hand is okay.
Yeah. As I say, it's the outfit went upside down, and I was ready for a right hand corner, and because it flipped upside down so quick, my hand got trapped underneath the outfit,
So I had the weight of the bike and this fat on top of it.
No, get to a beat. Now we have to have a beat by now.
It wore straight through my glove and wore a bit of a hole in the back of my hand. So they had to take a bit of tissue from in my arm and a bit of skin from off my hip, and they had to reattach a tendon, and so. But it's all working now.
What about yourself, Harry? Did you ever have any mishaps?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the one you were in that one.
Yeah.
But
That was the first one driving as such. That Brands Hatch. That was the first one for me as you know, on the bars. But a couple when I was passengering. I broke my ankle, but that's the worst injury so far. Luckily, so it's not so bad.
I've been covering you guys for a while now. It's great to see how you're coming along in that. Now, of course, for our viewers that may be unfamiliar, but you know, Mark was the well, you always have it, right? World champion. What? Huh? World champion passenger. Right? That was it. Now, you know, for a young guy, boy, you're really racking up some accomplishments here, don't you think?
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it was too. And you know, I remember too, because I was looking at that. I remember too. But you also did pretty good. You've been on the podium at the TT too.
Yeah, third place on the podium.
Yeah,
fastest newcomer passenger.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's no, I've been lucky in my career. I was lucky to jump on with Tim and have some good results. Winning the World Championship in 2019 was amazing.
Yeah.
And third on the podium at TT was also incredible.
Yeah.
It's been good. It's been good. I've had good innings, and I think between with me and Harry, I think and the backing of all our sponsors, I think we're going to have a good season next year. Real good.
You know, when I heard that these two guys were partnering up here, right? I said, "Boy, that's one hell of a team. These guys are really gonna do the business, right?" And sure enough. You're doing, and this is you're just getting started.
Yeah.
But you guys too. How do you guys? You know, now talking as you guys as a tandem here, you gelled really good. So we're looking forward to seeing, and the I guess the TT now probably is the focus for you guys right at the moment. I mean, you got what do you got? What are your plans for next year? We'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Yeah. Next year we're looking to do the full World Championship. And obviously the TT and maybe even the 700 as well. We'll see about that one, but we just have to see how much time we've got, and yeah, that's the plan anyway, as it sits, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Try and do that. Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
Let's talk about now. Go back to the FSRA. You guys won the Cup championship.
We didn't really know what to anticipate at the start of the season, did we?
No.
We went into Brands thinking that we were going to have a good shot at trying to win the Cup, and he was on phenomenal pace.
It was a surprise to me, you know, as much as it was to Mark. But we spent a lot of time over the winter, you know, working on the bike, trying to improve it. Always trying to improve it. And we turned up, and straight away we were right on the money. You know, really close to you know, lap record pace. So it was really surprising and really good. It filled us full of confidence.
Yeah.
And then we had the crash, and that wrecked the whole thing. But
yeah, I was going to say, up until that point, we
were on it.
We were thinking that, you know, we're going to not only go for the Cup, we were going to have a good crack at trying to win the Supra overall.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that kind of put a bit of a spanner in the works. But we still wrapped up the Cup, and
with a round to spare, that's good. And we actually won it from the sidelines, because went off the line in the last race at Croft, and the clutch just like basically disintegrated straight away, and it was slipping all the way down the start straight. Pulled straight in and watched the race, and then we thought, hang on a minute, you know, we could still win the championship if it was Roger and Bradley. If they won the race, they would have kept it going to the next round, but they didn't. They didn't win the Cup class race. So luckily we won it from the side of the track.
No, you introduce your dad.
Oh yes, this is team mechanic and team chief, and keeps us both in check. And Dad's never missed a race. So you know,
until we decided to go to Germany.
Well, until we decided to go to Germany. Yeah, but we weren't planning on riding. No, it was a little bit unexpected.
Technically, that was just a practice.
And yeah, we couldn't get you out in time, could we? So you had to miss that one. You had to miss that one. He's been awesome. He's helped me from from day one. I wouldn't be here without him. No,
I
that's
just
it.
want the boys to do well, and I must admit, I think Estoril was emotional for me because it was so unexpected to win that wet race.
That's what it was.
They did so well. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I got excited and everything. But I can imagine you there,
Yeah,
right there with your.
It was hammering down with rain. Linda and I were on the pit wall with the pit ball.
Hang on a sec. Linda, I heard word from Linda that you didn't even know we won.
This is true.
You didn't know we won until Linda told you.
But I got water running out my pants, and it wasn't comfortable. And I'd gone back in the garage and thought, I'm going to just sort of like stop over here for the last lap.
It must have been raining because you didn't take your Crocs, I noticed.
That's right. We had some really good results with the FSRA this year, and the cup races in the cup class. We actually won every single race that we finished, which was quite nice. And we were always thereabouts with the overall. You know, we had our first overall national win. You know, with Cadwell. That was really good. And yeah, it's been a great year. It's been really good.
As we were saying earlier, you know, it's a team sport, and you know, all part of the team is all our kind sponsors and stuff. Luckily to have them here today that are supporting us, and yeah, without all them lot, none of this is possible. So awesome.
Okay, everybody, 3-wheeling, by the sport, for the sport. All right, 3-wheelers, wherever you are, we're going to have a good show for you tonight. I have Ryan Crow. Right next to him is his little bro, Callum Crow. We don't have the dad here, but they're from a famous sidecar racing family, Nick Crow. But the first thing I must say is that these guys are quick. They come from a fast family, right? I write it down here. The first TT, is this correct? 113, spot 53. The first TT, the third lap on the first time you bet out on race TT.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead.
One lap practice, then it was on the second lap of the race. So yeah, our third lap round the circuit. Yeah.
Well, you got a well-known family name, you know, the Crows here. So you have to be fast, right?
Yeah.
That kind of puts a bit of pressure on you there, right?
Yeah, it did. To be honest, I didn't want it to, but it did.
But it's a nice pressure though. Everybody knows.
Yeah. You know, everybody just wants you to do well, but you just kind of got to not let the pressure get to you too much.
I caught you guys right in Park Fermi after they had come in.
Yeah.
You know, you could just feel the emotion.
You know, I can't remember anything from that.
There I am getting excited again.
Yeah.
I get excited, dude.
Oh, yeah, I get excited too.
Again. Just seeing you guys
doing
what you did and the all the adrenaline pumping and everything. Because you come in from that. You're on you kind of way up.
Oh,
there,
you're well up there. Yeah.
That's what it was. Because it was the fastest lap for any newcomer, was it?
Yeah, fastest lap for the newcomer driver passenger.
Yeah.
As a pairing.
Oh, as a pairing.
Yeah.
Both knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you place?
Fifth place.
Fifth place. Yeah.
Fifth place.
Yeah.
Oh, fifth. Wow.
Yeah, fifth place.
So you're already smelling the podium, eh?
Oh.
Huh?
It was about.
What does it smell like?
I think
I
it
got
was
the sniffer dog out here.
Oh, it would have been nice to have a full week of practice, one race, and then another race. It would have been that would have been great, but just didn't turn out. And then this pandemic and COVID has stopped us doing it for 2 years, hasn't it?
Mm.
Well, here now, let's go. Because I mentioned that when we were talking too. I'm glad you brought that subject up again, going back to 2019, the weather that we had.
Yeah.
I mean, it was horrendous, and the amount, you know, it's enough pressure as it is for everyone. And I mean, when I say that the weather was I'm talking about, with a capital C. This is what the whole thing is. You guys live here, and that.
Weather's like this every day anyway, isn't it?
How many laps you had, on the bike, in total?
In total,
Yeah,
if you
including
include
the practice.
If you include the parade lap I did in what year was that?
16.
2016. Me and my cousin Jason Crow, we did a parade lap around it, but that was still slow. You know, it's still a parade lap.
Yeah, well,
But I think that would be 5 complete laps. So, no. Yeah, 5 I would have done. Yeah,
5.
5.
Yeah.
One of them a visit round, and one of them a practice and 3 races.
Yeah, but I mean, here it is. It wasn't that many years ago. If you were running laps like that, you would have won the TT.
Yeah. You know, it's mental to think like that, isn't it? It's mental.
I mean, you'd have to tie them together, obviously. but-
Yeah, obviously you've got a lot of improvements as well from that time to now.
Yeah.
Like the circuit's had a lot of improvements. You know, makes it
Yeah.
smoother and faster. But yeah, it was. If that track was back then,
Well, it's just like that in all sports, though. Things keep. You can't take one era to the other, really.
No,
compare
but-
'em. It's like,
plus we would have been too young anyway.
yeah. What made you guys decide to go on to Triumph rather than say the Honda?
Well, I wasn't there. My old man and main spot. Well, one of our main sponsors, Dave Hudsworth at Hudsworth Lauren. They were sat at Silver Bridge watching the Supersport race. I think it was before the sidecar race, and Gary Johnson won on Smith's Triumph 675, and the old man thought, you know, that might work in a sidecar, but then he went.
It did. Yeah.
No,
That was really
He,
something.
he spoke to Smith's Triumph and John Trigger. He sadly passed away, but he was saying, yeah, it should work. It should work. So yeah, we took it under ourselves to try it. It seems to be working.
Well, it sounds
okay
like to
now.
me, you know, with that result, that you guys look like you're going to be sticking with that then
Yeah.
for some time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we put a lot of effort into making it work like it is.
Yeah. But that is like
She's a screamer.
Whoa!
She's a
Yeah.
screamer.
We got that. You
I'm
know.
pretty sure I am half deaf now from.
Oh,
from
yeah.
Look,
Yeah.
I should have got some proper earplugs made up. I only had some. I shouldn't be saying it, but
Joinery ones.
I steal them out of Haven Holmes' cupboard. I do. I see handful every couple of months. So like you
got ringing in your ears, eh?
Yeah,
You can right after that. I know. I got that too, but that's a different story. I won't go into that.
No,
You know, I mean, I got ringing all the time. I mean, you know what I mean? But nobody's there. It's ringing all.
No, the main concern is the poor single glazed glass going down through Kurt Michael.
Yeah.
That's what we felt sorry for. Yeah. Surprised nobody had a cracked window.
The sound of it
It was good.
Well, I think it was the loudest bike there.
Yeah.
It was near the Norton anyway.
Now, I guess ask you guys: do you have any favorite part of the TT? Is there some from an enjoyment standpoint? Now, you probably don't see too much.
Yeah, I think the most entertaining bits from Ginger Old Ramsey, because I don't know, it's just rough.
No.
I think that's my favourite bit, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah,
I know
think it
everybody
is.
says that. That's
No, I
that's
think
rough
it is.
times there.
Yeah, because it's proper raw. You're
Yeah.
bouncing everywhere, you're heading everywhere. I don't know, it just is, I suppose.
You like that, huh?
Yeah.
That's far from my favourite, but anyway.
He's taking the hits, this guy.
Yeah, well, you're going down there, you're lock to lock, and you're in a
You're
straight
both
line.
taking-
It's just
But you're both taking the freaking hits.
Yeah,
right, yeah.
he's alright. He's got the comfy bit, really.
No, he can
Sitting on
move a bit
fiberglass.
more than you can. That's the problem.
My favourite bit is probably from the start of Ballacrane all the way to through Kurt Mike to Black Bridge. Probably that's my favourite bit.
Liar. It's from Union Mills to Balcrane because you do nothing.
Yeah, that is that's my favourite bit. You gotta say one thing though, out of all seriousness, this all wouldn't be possible without the big sponsors behind sidecars who are willing to put the money in. You know, like Haven Homes and stuff like that. You know,
3WHEELING.
Just say best houses on the island from Haven Homes.
Well, I tell you what, we have.
Newcastle town site down there. Things.
Still a house available in Ramsey.
And there's still a house available in Ramsey.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that's good.
Haven't got a long bike sale.
Up the Haven.
Yeah.
This is the whole thing. Look at the fun I have. I took it to the next level.
Yeah.
I'm sponsoring the entire sport worldwide through 3WHEELING.media.
No, it's through the pandemic. I mean, we're so lucky to have such a loyal sponsor to stick with us.
Yeah.
You know, through the tough times it's going through, and they're still here. So
it's a good friendship we have between Haven Homes. That's what you want. You're on a good, friendly basis, not anything too serious. You know, we hold our end of the bargain up, and they hold theirs, and it's all good. And we're all smiling at the end of it.
It's a great thing for the sponsors.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it's a great thing.
Look at the bike. I mean, looks gorgeous, doesn't it? I'd love to be able to have my big name on the side of a bike going around TT. I'd love it.
We'll do it next year, Cam.
Yeah.
Just put Callum up, so.
Oh yeah, well you got the name on there. It's a lot of fun. We get the guys out there. I'm talking to you guys out there that got money in your pocket. Get out there and start sponsoring some of these guys. How can you
It's the
beat
biggest
that?
race in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, so you get part of the team. Yeah, what's good about it is you guys are young guys. We're gonna see you up on the podium. We're gonna see you up on the. No, I'm gonna be happy doing that. I just thought of that. I give out all the goodies.
Yeah.
Up there, hey?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
We'll get the
I'm gonna
umbrellas.
have fun. You gotta shake my hand.
Yeah, not only shake your hand.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then we have a party.
Oh,
we gotta have a party. Come up here.
Back up
Hey,
here.
Back here.
No,
Get back up
shit.
here. We'll have a party.
We will
Get the pizzas out.
We will destroy this place.
Okay, guys. Good night to everybody, wherever you are, or wherever you are. If it's good morning. But in any case, remember our slogan: 3WHEELING, by the sport, for the sport.
Hell yeah!
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Take care.
Thank you very much.
See you later.
Okay, 3-wheelers. Yeah, more confusion, isn't it? I think we've had a bit of that here between the weather that we've had now and then. Although I'd say on the whole it's been pretty good, don't you think, Haley?
It's been a great TT. It's been special to be back, hasn't it? And just looking forward to the updates on what's happening today. But yeah, it's been special to be here. It's been great to be with 3WHEELING TT. I really enjoy being with you.
I like that. I like this. You know, because we're getting towards the end here, and yeah, Haley's been a great help there, and we just threw you right in the deep end, didn't we, Haley? Huh? There was no messing about
I loved it.
She had to go in there on the 3-wheeling style here and freewheel it, huh? Yeah. So, but in any case, yeah, it's been a crazy TT. You know, as it always is. We always have our ups and we always have our downs. You know, but with so many unpredictable things that we've had here, the weather on the whole was pretty good. Yesterday was a bit touchy, but apart from that, the weather was pretty good most of the time. Unfortunately, the red flag incidences, and we had one now, and we're waiting to hear, you know, what's going to transpire from here insofar as this red flag with the sidecars today. So we'll let you know. As soon as we know, we'll issue official statements. And I tell you what, you know, I'm going to make sure we got it right. We're going to say anything. I'm not going to tell you what I think it is. I think I'm going to tell you what it really is. So, so that's what it is. But we do know that the senior race will be on here. A little less than an hour, as we understand it, at 4 o'clock, right? So as soon as we hear anything more, we'll let you know. Either we'll go live or, you know, we'll issue a written statement. Okay, guys? All right. Take care. Cheers. 3WHEELING. By the sport, for the sport. Three-wheeling around the world.
2 minutes start line.
We're all ready to go? By the sport, for the sport.
I don't want to do anything else but race the TT Cross.
Are we about to witness TT history being made again?
If you're really, really keen and you want to get involved in you know, promotion of our great sport, then become an ambassador. Take photos and post them on our fan page.
2 wheels are good.